You gonna mark it off or what? Thank you. So that's running into the kicker. 5 yards.
5 yards. All right.
So they're at their own 45, 1st and 10. Hello and welcome to AACS 15 Sports. Thank you for staying with us. We had some technical issues with our audio. Bishop Feehan leads 10-0. Snap over Braden Jones' head. Ripped to the turf by Kane Mankins, the 6'4", 250-pound junior. It'll be 2nd down. And a long way to go. 2nd and 18 for the Bombardiers, an 8-yard loss. So we apologize. We had some technical issues with the sound. You could see the picture. Bishop Feehan started the game with a drive. 15 plays, 8 minutes and 39 seconds. Got as close as the Attleboro 2-yard line. Then the Bombardier defense stiffened. An illegal procedure penalty against Feehan on an apparent touchdown. That made it 4th and goal from the 7, and they got a 24-yard field goal from Aiden Neary. They forced an Attleboro punt after 1 first down due to a roughing the passer penalty. Attleboro was forced to punt back, and then a 56-yard touchdown run by Quinn for Feehan. Extra point made it 10-0. There's a pass to Madden Murray in the flat. The sophomore thrown down late out of bounds. There's the flag. This is going to be the 3rd major penalty of the game for Bishop Feehan. Attleboro, every one of their first downs now have come on a Feehan penalty. I'm Paul Healy, along with Herman Servatius, Austin Ricketts on camera, Emily Eby on graphics, Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, who finally solved the audio problem.
Finally solved the audio problem. Good to be here with you, Paul. That's going to be a big gainer there. Looks like a roughing, unnecessary roughness out of bounds there on the sideline.
Yeah.
So 11-yard gain by Murray there, and then tack on 15, I believe.
Wow, yes.
15.
So that makes it 1st and 10 Bombardiers. Bishop Feehan has been dominating the line of scrimmage.
And I believe that's Murray's first catch of the game there. So
yep.
Slow start for Attleboro, obviously, after the recap that Paul just gave you. All rushes, no passes for Feehan on either drive. And so I think perhaps Attleboro's trying to add to the passing game here.
Yeah, for Quinn, number 23, David Quinn, a captain for Feehan, a 5'10", 185-pound senior from Rentham. What are his running stats?
Running stats, let me pull it up for you here. Yeah. Oh,
Quinn.
For Quinn, we have 14 rushes for 110 yards. One of those rushes is a 56-yarder, one-play drive, their 2nd drive of the game.
Attleboro now at the 36-yard line. So they go from the minus 37 to the plus 36 on the pass to Murray, plus the 3rd major penalty of the game against Feehan. Attleboro with 2 tight ends, twins to the right, fake the jet sweep to Murray, down the right sideline, just overthrows Jake Riley. It'll be 2nd down, 10 yards to go for the Bombardiers.
Again, number 14 here, Jones, he has, that's his, he only has 3 completions on 5 attempts. That one there, It looked like he definitely had him. He was open, just overthrew him there.
A wheel route out of the backfield by the running back, Jake Riley. Would have been his 2nd reception.
Absolutely. 2nd reception, 1st reception went for 10 yards. Yeah. Riley not having nearly as good of a game as his counterpart, Quinn, currently. He currently has 6 rushes for 4 yards and 1 reception for 10 yards. So hard-earned yards by Attleboro so far. A lot of penalty yardage, courtesy of Feehan, 40 penalty yards.
Wow. Feehan, we'll stick with the action here. 2nd and 10. They fake to Riley. Reverse to Madden Murray. Taken down in the backfield by number 37, Captain Thomas Carnes, the weak side linebacker who was not fooled. Big tackle for Carnes. And it's interesting, Bishop Feehan only has 3 players playing both offense and defense. Kate Mankin, Sean Hickey, and Colin Laheef all on the line of scrimmage. It's now going to be 3rd down and...
a bit generous with the spot there, it seems.
Well, forward progress.
I see. Okay, that would make sense. Yeah.
So he went from the 36, now he's back to the 44, so that's a loss of 8.
Loss of 8 from Murray.
Yep.
Put on a rush or a reception?
That's a rush. It was a reverse. So third down, 18 yards to go for Attleboro at the 44 of Feehan. They fake to Riley. Heavy rush. Jones over the middle. Caught by Madden Murray. Taken down short of the first down. Nice open field tackle by number 8, Brady Goodwin, the strong side linebacker, and number 25, Caden Baltazar, a cornerback. 4th and 10. Madden Murray, just a sophomore, broke into the starting lineup late last season. Lots and lots of speed. But so far in this game, Feehan has been bigger and stronger on the line of scrimmage. And again, that 56-yard touchdown run from Quinn where he got to the right edge and outraced everyone at Tozer Cassidy Field into the end zone. Bombardiers down 10-0, 3:51, 3:50 to go. Clock moving. We have trips to the left. The running back Riley is to the left of the shotgun quarterback. Jones is back to pass, steps up, fires over the middle, in and out of the hands of Captain Kellen Jones. It'll be a turnover on downs. In the words of the great Maxwell Smart, missed it by that much.
Absolutely, right off the fingertips there. As we say, we try to avoid cliches on this broadcast, but sometimes they simply just apply.
So Bishop Feehan, this will be their third possession. Again, their first possession to start the game. Good kickoff return by McHale. They drove from their own 41 to the Attleboro 2. Then there was an illegal procedure penalty on 4th and goal from the 2. Took a touchdown off the board on a Mortis quarterback sneak. Kicked a field goal on 4th and goal from the 7. So that was a 15-play, 8-minute, 39-second drive. Their second drive was 1 play, 56 yards. 10-0. Back to pass. Mortis, right side, catch is made. Bursting towards the first down line, it's going to be a 9-yard gain on the reception by Sam Hagerty. So Mortis to Hagerty. Line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage was, where am I here? The 36. The number 14.
The 14 is there?
Yeah, and now they're at the 44. So that's 9 to Hagerty. Yeah. They try to run right close to the first down marker. And again, Feehan, that big offensive line. Laheef is the center. Left guard is Basillo. Left tackle, Mankins. Right guard, Salter. Right tackle, Hickey. First down, so he moves from the 44 to the 46, gain of 2.
Gain of 2 for Quinn, right?
Yep. 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Quinn, who's been the big workhorse so far. Or was that number? Nope, that was Quinn on the carry again, wasn't it?
Yep, 23 on the carry, Quinn.
Thank you.
Yep. How much we got here?
So that's a 8-yard gain, second and a short 2.
Already 120 rushing yards for Quinn.
Yeah, but other than that, he hasn't done much.
Hasn't done much, exactly.
Back to pass. Mortis, an outstanding athlete, fires. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 2 Shamrocks at the Attleboro 45-yard line.
And if you can believe it, that is our second pass of the day for Feehan. So if you're a fan of Smash Mouth football, this is your game. As we mentioned before, first drive was 8 rushes for 45 yards.
And Feehan offensive coordinator,
13 rushes.
Yeah, Feehan offensive coordinator Steve Germain comes up with a different game plan every week. They threw the ball all over the field against Chelmsford last week. They had 25 first half pass attempts last week. So far 2 this week, as they're counting on that big line on the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 2, Quinn is going to be short. As nope, he's got the first down, doesn't he?
To him, yeah.
He runs left behind Basillo, the guard.
2 yards.
Yep. And Mankins, the tackle. So went from the 45 to the 43. Needed 2, got 2, first down.
Absolutely.
This drive started at their own 36.
Go wake up, defense!
At the Attleboro 43 right now. Twins left, Twins right. Left is the wide side of the field. Quinn is to the left of the back, Mortis. Mortis is going deep down the right sideline. Murray's out there on coverage. Pass is incomplete, but Madden Murray, the sophomore, was right there. You can do a lot of things in the football field, but running past Madden Murray might not be one of them.
Might not be one of them. When you see those yellow cleats, you might have to slow up a bit.
Exactly. Our first game this year, we thought they were throwing penalties all over the field.
Absolutely.
Those are just Madden's feet.
Yeah.
Attleboro's defense, the defensive ends are Kamara and Santos. Mar plays in defensive end as well. Starting today at nose guard is Logan Wild. The nose tackle is Cole. 2nd and 10. Mortis is going to run.
Ooh.
He's been their leading rusher so far this season, but he got absolutely nothing. And that tackle made by Mar, the defensive end. So Mortis against Severian, he rushed for 73 yards.
Got to hurry up here.
Yep. Rushed for 79 against Chelmsford. That's -1, 3rd and 11 for Feehan. Mortis has plenty of time to pass. Now he steps up, plenty of room to the left, cuts up. Ooh, if he kept going outside, it was open, but he cut up the middle, and he's down after a short gain. It'll be 4th and 6. Logan Wild in there in the tackle.
5 yards.
So they're at the Attleboro 40. And it's going to be 3rd and a long 6. So we give 5 yards on that scramble to Mortis.
Back to 0 rushing yards for Mortis there. It was at -5.
Yeah.
Got 5.
And in high school football, sacks count against the quarterback's rushing yards.
As they should.
Get that out of the way. So did Feehan take a timeout here?
Looks like it, yeah.
And now the officials are telling Attleboro to go to the sideline, but Feehan's coming back on the field. Our white hat today is Charlie Ashley. He's the head of the officials. A delay of game penalty against Bishop Feehan. So how many yards and penalties now against Feehan?
40 so far. Delay a game will
That's
add
5 more
5
yards.
yards. All right, so 45 yards.
Wow. So now it's 4th and 11, Feehan. They lead 10-0 with just 10 seconds to go in the first half. And they're in punting formation as the ball's at the Attleboro 46. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks, especially for the radio half of our audience. Our TV side could at least watch.
It's too bad. We clearly called a flawless first quarter. You just missed it.
Blocked punt. Mar with a block punt. The ball is loose. Picked up, but time's going to expire in the first half. What a story Sean Mar has been. Started last year as a backup tight end. Told the coaches he'll do anything to help the team, so they moved him to right guard. By the end of the season, he was the starting right guard and starting defensive end at a fine junior season. Outstanding year in lacrosse. This year, he's your starting defensive end. Also an H-back, and there with a block punt. Bishop Feehan has a 10-0 lead. And Herman, the way they've dominated the line of scrimmage, it could be a lot bigger.
Could be a lot bigger, should be perhaps a lot bigger. They have, as you mentioned, we have now 45 penalty yardage for Feehan. That's definitely hurting them in this game. Should feel almost as we had in the first game of the season. It feels like there should be a much bigger lead here. So that's working in Attleboro's favor this time as opposed to against them in their first game.
And I guess is Attleboro going to get a chance to run a play?
I thought time had expired, but I guess they're putting 1 second on the clock here.
So Attleboro will have time to run one play. And they are 37 yards away from the Feehan end zone. Yes, Bishop Feehan, again, they've been their own worst enemy. They were at the 2-yard line, and they committed their second penalty of that drive, illegal procedure. That took a touchdown off the board. They settled for a field goal. They've been penalized for roughing the passer. They've been penalized for running into the kicker, and they were penalized for a late hit. And by late hit, I mean way late hit. Completely unnecessary on the Attleboro sidelines. Good that they're pumped up to play.
Absolutely.
But a little discipline. So Attleboro.
Penalty in all 3 phases of the game, as you put it. Special teams, defense, offense.
So they're at the plus 37, 1st and 10, 1 second on the clock. Back to pass is Jones. Heavy rush. Throwing towards Huntington. Deep. knocked down. Nice pass defense by Jack Charnley. He's disappointed he did intercept it, but Jackie did the right thing. Knocked the ball down there.
Absolutely. You can tell the coaches wanted him to knock it down. He wanted the interception.
Yeah.
However, if he had played around there, we had a blue jersey right there, so it was probably better to knock that one down than to try and tip it in the air.
Exactly right. So a first half, we'll have stats for you in just a minute, where Feehan dominated the line of scrimmage. Again, Attleboro, I think with 5 first downs, 4 of them came via Feehan penalties. But that strong in the line of scrimmage for Bishop Feehan. David Manise is a defensive tackle. David Salter is a right guard on offense. The right tackle is Hickey. The center is Lahif, who also plays defensive end. Hickey also plays defensive tackle. Victor Basillo is the left guard, and the left tackle is Kane Mankins. Yes, from that Mankins family. And they've controlled the line of scrimmage, Herman.
Absolutely controlled the line of scrimmage. As we mentioned in the first half, Riley was not able to get anything going on the ground. He currently has 4 yards rushing on 6 carries, but most of those are either 0-yard carries. He had a negative 3-yard carry in there, so he's really just hovering around that mark currently, trying to get something going on the ground. Same for passing stats. We got 4 for 8 for Jones for 35 yards. Right.
Yep. That's right.
Curly. Yep. Murray has negative 8 rushing yards, but has 19 receiving yards. So
wow.
He had 1 end round attempt, which of course was taken down negative 8 yards in the backfield. So
Coach Jim Winter and the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers will have to come up with some adjustments at halftime. And we'll be back in just a moment on 1320 WARA at AACS 15 Sports.
penalties for 80 yards, 1 penalty for 5 yards for Attleboro, and then I have 5 penalties for 45 yards.
What did you have?
I wasn't even keeping track.
Yeah.
I just knew they had like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
5 for 45.
I get to the lane game at the end, like keep yourself 200 yards.
Yeah.
Oh, they did that on purpose.
Yeah, they definitely did
I
that.
was confused on that one. All right.
Because they wanted to milk the clock. Because I mean, they had a couple seconds left.
They got the block though, so they had a shot at the end zone.
The one on the 2-yard line when they scored, that's like a bonehead thing.
Shouldn't be doing that, and then running into the kicker as well.
That too. That was a late flag that came out, but it was a clear stay.
Oh yeah.
And then the play right here with it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he was maybe like 3 or 4 feet out of bounds already. It's like, let go of him.
I called it a way wicked late hit.
Yes. Boston.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Paul Healy along with Herman Sertatius.
Here we go.
Wow.
He wants to mess up my name on purpose at this point.
Servatius.
Which is a marker now. He's got it.
There it is.
He got it.
We were talking to Tyler Hetu, sports writer for the Sun Chronicle, and we agreed that the Shamrocks, especially with Mankins, Basillo, Laheath, Salter, Hickey, and Moniz have been completely dominating the line of scrimmage. But the Bombardiers are not out of this game. They're only down 10. They get the ball first in the third quarter.
First in the third quarter. Only a 10-point game. We saw from what the resilience last week. They were able to make that game and run the ball down the stretch in that game. They're hoping for more of that this year. I think we were talking with them about the contrast between the first half of last week's game and this week's game for Feehan, because again, drives of 63 and 76 yards for Feehan for the Shamrocks last week.
Against Chelmsford, always a tough team for the Merrimack Valley Conference.
Again, 229 yards passing and 3 touchdowns for their quarterback, and then 79 rushing yards on top of that. But in this game, of course, they only have 3 passes for 9 yards.
Wow.
In the first half, and then of course Quinn, number 23, is their workhorse so far. 13 rushes on the first drive alone. All rushes, no passes, 54 yards.
Wow.
1 rush in the second drive for obviously 56 yards, which it always feels good to double your rushing yards with 1 rush, right? Especially when you're already in 50. Yeah, exactly. 1 carry. 110 yards after that one, and then currently he sits at 17 rushes for 122 yards.
Wow.
So again, game plan shifting from quarterback to running back from 1 week to another. It clearly shows the versatility of this offense and the faith the coach has in this team to follow that game plan.
Absolutely. Offensive coordinator Steve Germain, as head coach Pinatel has talked about, every week they may come up with a completely different game plan based on the opponent, and boy, have we seen an example of that.
They're staying true to their word with that approach right there.
The game started. Feehan drove from their own 41 to the Attleboro 2-yard line, where an illegal procedure penalty on 4th and goal from the 2 took a Mortis touchdown off the board on a quarterback sneak. Put the ball back at the 7. They settled for a 24-yard field goal by number 5, Aiden Neary. That made it 3-0. Attleboro got the ball back, and it looked like they were going to go 3 and out on an incomplete third down pass, but a roughing the passer penalty gave them another first down. Then a big sack by Devin Moniz, a defensive tackle. So that means a sack from an interior defensive lineman right up the gut of the Attleboro offensive line. That was followed by a sack by the strong side linebacker, Brady Goodwin. And that put Attleboro way back. After just a 23-yard punt, the Shamrocks took over at their own 44-yard line, and a 56-yard touchdown run by Quinn. He ran to the right, the short side of the field, got to the edge, and Herman, was he touched?
He was not touched, and you could tell, even though there were still blue jerseys that looked like they were further down the field, you could tell no one was getting to him. Right down the side.
And by the way, for King Philip Warrior fans, David Quinn is from Rentham. So he's one who got away.
One who got away. There you go.
From Brian Lee's great King Philip Warrior program. After the 56-yard touchdown, Attleboro generated a first down on a 10-yard screen pass from Braden Jones to Riley. Then they were forced to punt at their own 40 on a 4th and 2. But a running into the kicker penalty, which is a 5-yard penalty, gave them another first down. Attleboro fumbled the snap. That led to an 8-yard sack. Looks like they were in a tough situation again, but another personal foul after an 11-yard pass to Murray, where he was tackled, 6, 7, 8 yards out of bounds. That added 15 yards, brought the Bombardiers to the 36 of the Shamrocks. There, the Shamrocks defense stiffened. Shamrocks got the ball back at their own 36, drove to the Attleboro 41 on 4th down. Tried to draw Attleboro offsides, couldn't do it, so they took a delay of game penalty. And the punt with just 10 seconds left in the half was blocked by Sean Marr.
Yeah, and to that point, we were talking about momentum earlier in this half. You might not have heard about it because our headsets were off. But we were talking about momentum, and that, even though they didn't score on that blocked punt, they got 1 second left and they were allowed to throw a heave to the end zone. Sometimes things like that do help swing momentum in games like these.
Yes.
Where, again, they could have taken the timeout and not avoided the penalty yardage. And that, again, hindsight's 2020, but taking that block punt, giving them the yardage, giving them a chance at the end zone, maybe that's the thing Attleboro needs right now in order to start the second half off strong. They get the ball here.
A little bit more for the band.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports, the AACS YouTube channel, and the 1320 WARA and WARAradio.com. We told you about Shamrock's dominance on the line of scrimmage so far. Their linebackers have been amazing. The middle linebacker, Joe Mills, he had 6 tackles in the win over Chelmsford, 10 tackles against the #1 team in the state, Zavarian. And then the outside linebackers have been there with him as well, Goodwin and Carnes. Strong safety is Charnley. Free safety, I got it here, folks, is Orfanos. Cornerbacks are Baltazar and Bryant. And for Attleboro, Kyle McHugh, who joined the starting lineup last week at weak side linebacker to give Adam Riley a break because he's carrying the ball so much.
Right.
He's been playing very well. Will Pliska, the middle linebacker. And here in the second half, the Bombardiers, Noah Williams will be back in the second half. That means the starting right tackle and the starting nose tackle on defense is back in the lineup for the Bombardiers. That could make a difference. Scott Bennett, the 6'1", 196-pound sophomore, got his first varsity action.
Looking pretty good at there, I think, right?
Yeah, no big deal.
No big deal. First start, sophomore, yeah.
Yeah, against perennial Division II contender, Bishop Feehan. Feehan kicking off left to right, deep, one hop is Murray at his own 10-yard line. Look at that speed. Great open field tackle. Number 39 in the white, Dylan Crossman, a 5'9", 185-pound sophomore. Wow.
Heck of a tackle in the front, in the open field there. Looked like he had a lane to the outside there. Perhaps probably could have gotten easily another 30, 40 yards out of that.
Yeah, I thought Madden might be gone there. Where are we here? They're at the 27-yard line. Attleboro, their own 27-yard line. First and 10 as we begin the third quarter. They're down 10-0. Jones and Mikey Huntington. And again, Attleboro hasn't gotten Mikey Huntington involved yet. You know they want to do that.
Yeah, no runs, no receptions for Huntington so far.
There to the right. We'll give Attleboro's offensive line in a second. Braden Jones rolling right, throws off his back foot and tipped away at the last minute by Brady Goodwin. He's a strong side linebacker, dropping back defensively, Herman.
Yeah, Braden Jones there definitely underthrew that. Murray, number 0, had a step on the defender there, so it was tipped, but severely underthrown there by Jones.
Well, that's because he was throwing off his back foot because of the pass rush of Hickey and Mankins. It is important to preserve your ribs.
Absolutely.
Herman.
Not trying to take anything away from Jones.
Right.
That must be said.
2nd and 10 from their own 27. Attleboro trails 10-0. Twins to the right. That's the wide side of the field. The big tough Jake Riley is to the right of the shotgun quarterback. They give it right up the middle. Tries to go outside. Initial hit made by Sean Hickey. Starts at right tackle on offense, defensive tackle on defense. 6'4", 240. He's making his presence known.
Absolutely.
And that's no gain, it looks like, 3rd and 10.
No gain for Riley here. Not the start they're looking for here. Incomplete pass, no gain rush. Obviously, they want to make something happen here on 3rd down. Keep that momentum they had going at the end of the half.
Attleboro's offensive line, the left tackle is Semedo, 5'10", 193. Gray is the left guard, 6'5", 275. Played tackle as a sophomore and junior. They move him inside this year as a senior, as Coach Winters wants more power up the middle. Fourette is the center, 5'10", 225. Wild, the right guard, 5'11", 250. Williams now back in at right tackle, 6'2", 220. Jones back to pass, hitch pass to the right. Wide out comes towards the line of scrimmage. Mikey Huntington makes the catch across the 50, but the ball is loose. Recovered by Goodwin. He's sweeping to the right, gets to the sideline in Attleboro territory and knocked out of bounds. And Mikey Huntington, that was a gain of, 23, a gain of 25 yards on the reception. And then the ball was blasted out of his hands. My apologies, I didn't see the tackler and the recovery by the Shamrocks.
Shamrocks was number 8, so we have...
That's a Goodwin.
Goodwin.
Yep.
I did not see the tackle. So 8 was Goodwin. He had about a 25-yard return?
Yep. The return was from his own 45 to the Attleboro 37. So we'll worry about the return yards later. But again, I think it was either the strong safety, Charnley, or the free safety, Orfanos. David Quinn runs to the left, breaks through the tackle of Bassett, who doesn't miss many. And then is hit by a host of tacklers, Pliska in there as well. And that's going to be a gain of 3 yards for Quinn on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the Attleboro 35. So I guess they started at their own 38. So what are Quinn's running stats now?
Quinn has 18 rushes for 125 yards. It's his first rush of the second half.
Clock is moving as we approach 10 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 10-0 Shamrock lead. Mortis will run this himself. Running right, cuts back left, gets to the edge, still in his feet. Taken down, a big carry into Bombardier territory. What an athlete Mortis is. 3 years starting shortstop since his freshman year on the baseball team. 2nd year as a starting quarterback.
Right, started sophomore as a quarterback and now in his junior year as well.
And he's all the way to the, we'll call it the 15-yard line, so it's a 20-yard gain. Mortis. Owen Mortis, 6 foot 150 from Norton. And trust me, it's a strong 150. Quinn is to his left, trips to the right. That's the wide side of the field. Mortis rolls that way. Marr on the rush, fires a bullet. It's caught. Still in his feet. Thrusting towards the goal line is Aiden Bednarik. And I'll tell you why that's such a great name in a second. Aiden Bednarik into the end zone.
Touchdown, yes.
Looked like he was stopped at the 5. He wouldn't stop moving his feet.
Stop
Woody
moving
Herman.
his feet, and then he reached over. You can see the line judge on the side here putting his hands up.
A 15-yard touchdown pass. Owen Mortis to Aiden Bednarik, who, by the way, Bednarik also in the opening loss to the best team in the state, Zavarian, on an option pass, he threw a 45-yard completion.
There you go. Versatile athlete right there.
Yeah.
Extra point is good.
17-0 Bishop Feehan. 9:21 to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll keep it right here in a second. You're a young guy, Herman.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Why is the name Bednarik important in NFL history?
Bednarik played for the Patriots, I believe.
No, Chuck Bednarik, Philadelphia Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles, there you
in
go.
1960 when they won the
It's a bad
NFL
guess.
title. He was the last player in NFL history to play offense and defense every play.
You don't say.
At center and middle linebacker, Chuck Bednarik.
So that question was a setup asking the young guy that one.
Yes, exactly.
I appreciate that.
Tommy McDonald.
If I'm not mistaken, that is only the second pass of the game.
Second completion.
Second completion, yeah, sorry.
For Owen Mortis,
Yeah,
yes.
second completion, 15-yarder, 24 total passing yards, but a touchdown.
17-0 Feehan. Yeah, Norm Van Brockelen was the quarterback of that Eagles team.
Oh, yes.
I
remember it well, just like it was yesterday.
Tommy McDonald, 5'9", 165. He was the last player in the NFL to play without a face mask. Murray returns this from his own 14-yard line. Cuts to the left, forced back to the center, still on his feet. Taken down by a host of tacklers. Jack Sharnley in there on the hit for Bishop Feehan, as well as number 29 on the tackle. Dex Izzo, another former Patriot.
Former Patriot, Izzo,
Dex
yes.
Izzo, just a sophomore. So Attleboro will take over. 1st and 10, trailing by 17. They're at their own 39-yard line.
Who had that reception?
That was who had the reception?
Yeah.
Bednarik, number 11.
Oh.
So he's not on your list yet. We got to add him. So Attleboro, their own 39, we said?
Yes.
1st and 10. Power pistol formation. Now moving into the left slot for the Bombardiers is Nico Raphael. They fake to Riley, throw in the flat to Kellen Jones. Breaks one tackle, hit hard, taken down by Joseph Mills. They call him Momo Mills. Mills led the team with 10 tackles against Chelmsford. It's going to be 2nd down, 3 yards to go. So Braden Jones.
8-yard gain.
Braden Jones to Kellen Jones.
Easy to say, easy to remember.
Second, we'll call it a long 2. Bombardiers are now at the 46, their own 46. Crossbuck in the backfield. Hit and driven back is Jake Riley. And again, we've seen Riley run in the first 2 games. To see him driven back is a rarity.
It's a rarity, and of course, and not just to see it as a rarity, he hasn't been able to get anything going so far.
And again, Attleboro, they moved Gray, 6'5", 275 from tackle to guard this year because Coach Winters wanted more power up the middle. And Coach Pinnabell was saying before the game he was concerned about Attleboro's inside running. The Shamrocks have handled it well.
Handled it well, exactly here. Setting up for a pass.
3rd and a long 1, so I guess we're going to give Jake 1 on that last.
Yep.
And he's hit hard. Another A-gap blitz by the Shamrocks coming through that guard center gap. Number 75 in on the hit, Sean Hickey, and number 2, Momo Joseph Mills, the middle linebacker, came through that A-gap blitz. No gain. Now it's 4th and 1.
Yeah, still only 5 rushing yards for Riley on the ground.
And he had, just short of 100 in the first game.
And then over 100 in the second
119
game.
against Stoughton.
Again, Stoughton, they had a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver, and also a 100-yard passer, as well as Stoughton having over 100 yards of penalty yardage.
Yeah.
So that was the game of hundreds there. This game so far, far cry from all of those numbers. They're hoping to get something to go in here.
They're bringing the sticks out to measure. My father was captain of the Westboro chain gang for 40 years, 1964 to 2004.
Could have used him at the last game.
Yes. First down for Jake Riley.
So
That's the first down the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers have generated without a Shamrock penalty.
Yes, so we'll count that as a rushing yard for Riley there.
Yes.
So he officially has 6 rushing yards now.
So it's 1st and 10. They're at their own 49-yard line. 7:45 to go. Third quarter. Clock is now moving. 17-0 Shamrocks. By the way, we'll have the Bishop Feehan Shamrock game next week on the campus of Bishop Feehan in Attleboro against the Archbishop Williams Archies. Hopefully the sound will be working for all 4 quarters of that game. Trips right, but bring the slot in motion. Jones fakes short, goes deep up the sidelines, just overthrown. I believe he was trying to hit Kellen Jones on the coverage. That's number 4, Jack Sharnley, strong safety. And Charlie gets a big thank you from the cornerback on the left side, and also linebacker Goodwin. Second down, 10 yards to go, Attleboro. Clock stops, 7:21 to go, third quarter.
Number 9 Jones here, a little hobbled. Still on the field though, not coming off, but limping there a bit after that.
Kellen Jones, the Z receiver on offense, 6'2", 190 pounds. He's a captain, also a heck of a player on the baseball team, where he and Mortis see each other.
Of course.
Back to pass, heavy rush up the middle, and the pass is blocked at the line of scrimmage. That was another play by Sean Hickey, the 6'4", 240-pounder, to bat that down. Suddenly it's 3rd and 10. Whoops. So Herman, as an outstanding high school soccer player.
That's what they call me, yes. That's why you've never heard of me. Could use a long kicker here if they don't make this one.
Yeah, really. I hate to predict. I mean, let's just see what happens. I'm looking middle screen to Riley. They got one first down off that already. Oh. Trips to the right as Huntington comes in motion. Trips to the left, excuse me. And they fire, in and out of the hands of Murray. Not a drop ball. It was a bullet pass behind him. And it'll be 4th and 10. Down 17-0, 51 yards away from the Shamrock end zone.
Yeah, he wishes he can have that one back. It was past the sticks. That would have been a first down. Interesting to see they were trying to get the running game going first 3 plays of that drive, but then after they got the first down, 3 straight passes incomplete. And now it looks like they're keeping them out there.
Nope, they are bringing on the punt team.
They're bringing on the punt team.
Wow, you were looking down at the stat sheets when they were doing it.
See.
For the Bombardiers, again, after their performance against Stoughton, Jay Sean Crosby and Kyle McHugh went from small print on my program to bold print on my program.
Which we all know means you must have been working hard.
Yes. Back to punt is McFarland, his 2nd year as the varsity punter. He's also the kickoff specialist and has a number of tackles there. Line drive, base hit punt, fielded at his own 17. Taken down at his own 22. That's number 3 for Feehan. Finn McHale is another great Shamrock who we haven't seen get going today.
We haven't needed to see him with the way the ground game's going, but that was a heck of a play. It almost looked like an interception the way he caught that.
I think that was Saeed Ismail on the tackle. If not him, it was Kamara. So the Shamrocks with a 17-0 lead take over at their own 22-yard line. 7:01 to go, third quarter. That big offensive line, left to right, Mankins, Basillo, Lahit, Salter, and Hickey. Number 54, Gavin Murphy, also plays on the offensive line at guard sometimes. They run Quinn to the right. Get up, who's submarine that? For the Bombardiers, come on. That was Santos from his left defensive end position making the tackle after a 3-yard gain for Quinn. Whoops. Second down, 7 yards to go, Shamrocks at their own 25. And again, Herman, you're surprised you thought they'd be throwing more today based on
what they were doing last week. Again, especially look at the game stats from last week. 229 yards passing, and then here in this game, 24 yards passing on only 4 attempts.
And now they're in a power pistol formation. A bootleg by Mortis. How did he escape that? Surrounded by 3 Bombardiers, fake to the left, went right up the middle and turned a 4 or 5 yard loss into a first down gain. Tackle for the Bombardiers by Crosby.
Yeah, Mortis being the difference making there. We talked about him having 79 rushes last week. This week, obviously, not as many. And then that giving him some positive yardage there. He's now at 29-yard rushes on the game. 29 yards.
Yeah, 10-yard gain on that one. And I'm starting to suspect that he's got Vaseline on his uniform as the tackler slid right off him.
Oh, it's a 10-yard gain. Okay.
Yep. And Owen is one of those kids, he doesn't look physically imposing, but he is.
Which is a good combination.
Yes.
You want them to underestimate you, right?
Trips to the right, that's the short side of the field. Now Quinn comes to the right of Mortis, so all of the power of the formation is into the boundary. Deep. Oh, and he was trying to get to number 3, Finn McHale, because Finn McHale is thinking, shut up, Healy, I'll show you I can play. He had a 77-yard reception against Zavarian.
Yeah. If McHale had caught that, that would have been an ESPN top 10 right there. He had to reach behind him, he got a hand on it, but if he had caught that and kept going, that would have been impressive.
There's a flag down, and will Attleboro try to push him back here. So with the incompletion, it'll either be 2nd and 10. Excuse me. Yeah, 2nd and 10 or 1st and 20. And they're going to take the call. So Attleboro trying to generate a pass rush now, forcing a holding penalty.
That doesn't count as a pass attempt.
Right, it comes in, yeah. So now it's 1st and 20 from their own 25.
10 yards?
Yep. So that's 6 penalties now for
55 yards.
Wow. Twins to the right, short side. Hitch pass out to the left. Caught in the flat, gets to the boundary, leaps over a tackler. That's going to be a solid gain for the Shamrocks. That's the far side of the field. No, it wasn't number 3. I guess that's completed to Charlie.
I couldn't see the number there.
Let's find out. Thank you. We were both wrong, Herman. The catch was made by number 6, Max Pentalori. So they go from the 25 to the 37 plus 12. It is 2nd down. 8 yards to go for Feehan. They lead 17-0. Twins to the left. Attleboro jumps off sides.
It's their 2nd penalty of the game.
And patting his own jersey number 52 for the Bombardiers. That's Noah Williams. Again, didn't play in the first half. Wants to make his presence felt here in the 2nd. And
5
again,
yards.
Yeah. So 5:13 to go. 2nd down, 3 yards to go. How many penalties in the Bombardiers?
Bombardiers only have 2. This is only their first in
Wow.
the 2nd half, both for 5 yards, so 10 total penalty yardage for the Bombardiers.
Twins to the wide side. That's the right side of the field as the Shamrocks travel left to right. Gold helmets, white jerseys, green numbers with trim. Oh, Quinn runs to the right. Crashes through the outside linebacker, taken down by secondary support. Marr is in there, Plizga's in there, and Quinn helps Plizga up. 1st down, Shamrocks.
Gain of 5 or 6.
Well, he went from the 42 to the 47, so 5 yards.
For Riley, or for Quinn. Sorry.
Quinn, for David Quinn of Rentham, Mass. He's to the right of the shotgun quarterback, trips to the left now, wide side of the field. Tight splits on the line. Attleboro rushes 4. Mortis tries to escape to the left, shadowing him. On the tackle was number 44, McHugh, but another positive gain for Mortis. Boy, does he have quick feet.
And again, number 0, Murray, with the yellow cleats there running along the sideline, made me think there was a penalty on that play, but there was no penalty.
5-yard gain for Mortis. It'll be 2nd and 5. He went out of bounds to stop the clock with 4:03 to go in the period. They're now in Attleboro territory at the Bombardier 47. So that'd be a 6-yard gain, wouldn't it?
6-yard gain by Mortis.
Excuse me.
So Mortis now getting things going with his feet. He's at 36 rushing yards.
See, I put him over there for you.
Ah, see, okay.
Power pistol formation to the right. 2 tight ends. That means Hertel's in at tight end, the sophomore from Plainville. Quinn tries to get to the left edge, is forced inside, but bursts through a couple of tackles. 1st down run. Nice try by Logan Wild. Tackle finally made downfield by Marr. Bombardiers thought they had him.
Quinn?
Yep.
Yeah, it's Quinn. So that's his 21st rush of this game. So I've run out of space on my card, so I'll be moving on to the next column, which is a bit of accounting stats for you.
So he goes from the 47 to the 35, a 12-yard gain. And Mortis slides through tackles. Quinn bursts through them. And again, now the Shamrocks with 2 tight ends and a power pistol formation. That means a shotgun quarterback, fullback to his right, tailback behind him. They're trying to burn some clock right now with a 17-point lead. Pliska on a tackle inside there. 55 coming in for the Bombardiers. Avin Semedo starts at left tackle. Now he's in a defensive line. That was a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. I'm going to ask you, who carried that?
I believe it was Quinn, but I was going to ask you the same question. So I'm giving it to Quinn for now.
If in doubt, yep, that's still Quinn in that position. Again, that power pistol formation, I believe Carnes is the fullback, yes. And he runs right behind him, running right behind the guard Slater and the tackle Hickey.
Might be enough for a first down there.
Close to first down yardage from the Attleboro 33 to the 26. So we'll call that a 7-yard gain, 3rd and a short one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
155 rushing yards on the ground for Quinn. That was his 23rd carry of the game.
This will be the 10th play of the drive. It started with 7:01 on the clock. We're now approaching 1:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. 2 tight ends, tight splits, power pistol. Attleboro with 6 on the line of scrimmage. Play action pass, Mortis gets to the edge, fires it to the tight end, the sophomore. Look at him, bold players over. That's Adam Hertel, the 6'2", 195-pound sophomore from Plainville on the catch.
It's a 6-yard line. What was the gain for that?
He started at the 26, so that's a 20-yard gain.
20-yard gain.
1st and goal, Shamrocks. They had an 8-minute and 39-second drive to open this game. This drive is already over 6 minutes. Two tight ends, tight splits, power pistol. They try to run right. Who came through low there for the Bombardiers? Teammates helping him up. Let me see that number. Oh, that was Pliska with the tackle. Moves for the 6. That's just a gain of 1, 2nd and goal.
That was Quinn on the carry, I believe.
Yep. Second and goal, Shamrocks. 32, 31, 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. This is the 12th play of the drive. They're close to 7 minutes taken off the clock, all but 1 play on the ground. And this is despite they got hit for a holding penalty. Quinn rolls left, cuts out, cuts in. Hit high by the Bombardiers, taken down just short of the goal line. I'll say this for the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers. They're fighting every second out there.
Fighting every second. They're getting their nose in there, trying to make that tackle, and they're big 3rd down coming up here.
And that'll end the 3rd quarter. Williamson in that tackle for the Bombardiers. After 3 quarters of play, the score, the Bishop Feehan Shamrocks of Attleboro 17, the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers nothing on AACS 15 Sports at 1320 WAR. Nailed the dramatic pause.
Absolutely.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back. Just to show you the Shamrocks' versatility, I told Herman, watch out for McHale, Orfanos, and Baltazar on offense.
They have no stats, at least unless I've missed something, but none of them have any stats, but I've had to write in 14,
which is Haggerty.
11,
which is Bednarik.
Yeah, and then we have 6.
Pedalatori.
And then, the tight end, 85, who just had that 20-yard catch, yes.
That's versatility.
That's versatility for you. So the 3 people he asked me to look for, I've not made a stat yet. He did warn me about the rushing yards by the quarterback.
Power pistol toss right to Quinn. First time we've seen that play. Follows the center, LaHeath. Salter, the guard. Hickey, the tackle, and the fullback was Carnes into the end zone. Touchdown, Shamrocks, 23-0.
Second touchdown for Quinn on the day. That's his 26th rushing attempt of the game. For 161 yards and 2 touchdowns.
23-0, so that was a 10, 11, 12, 13 play drive. Covered 78 yards, 7:01 plus 7, 7 minutes and 8 seconds off the clock.
Extra point is good.
And boy, and this is good because King Philip, they both wear green and gold, sorry folks. Bishop Feehan had missed 2 of their 3 extra points against Chelmsford. 3 for 3 today, plus a field goal for Aiden Neary. We'll be right back.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 30 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers, from oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back. I'm Paul Healy, along with Herman Servatius.
Nailed it. He always waits until the 4th quarter to get my name correct. I'm starting to think he does it on purpose.
Hey, I didn't write it down this week.
Oh, that's actually quite impressive.
Austin Ricketts is on camera on top of the press box. Emily Eby, the softball star, running our graphics back in the studio. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Madden Murray collects the ball at his 5-yard line after a beautiful kickoff. Taken down short of the 20, and there's, I think I'm counting 27 Bishop Feehan helmets around him. Is that right, you think?
Yeah, I think that's about right, yes.
Number 11 in there, Aiden Bednarik. A lot of clean jerseys there. I want to try to give him credit. For the Bombardiers, they'll begin at their own 19-yard line, so a 14-yard return for Madden Murray. And now here's where you're just trying to get things going, establish something for next week, as Attleboro will be on the road at Sharon.
I'm a little more optimistic because you never know. 3 straight 70-yard bombs coming right up.
Don't forget the 3 straight onside kicks in between.
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah. Huntington, short, but he goes deep. Kellen Jones with the catch. Herman Servatius, the Svengali.
There you go. Not quite 70 yards, but what you need right there. How much is that? That's a...
Braden Jones to Kellen Jones from the 19 to the, where are they spotting this?
53.
There is no 53, Herman. That'd be the 47.
47, yes.
The 47 of Attleboro. So that's 33 plus 1, 34-yard gain.
Paul puts up with my rookie habits, but I'm not sure why. Some quality I'm not aware of.
So there it is, the biggest offensive play of the game for the Bombardiers, a 49-yard pass from the sophomore quarterback, Braden Jones, who, you say avoid cliches. Kid's getting better every week. Left slot comes in motion right. There's the middle screen. That's an incomplete pass. Just as Jake Riley went to catch that ball, Joseph Momo Mills almost broke his ribs and it fell incomplete. Again, Mills, the middle linebacker, 6 tackles against Chelmsford, 10 against Zavarian, which meant he was sore the next morning.
And we do have to note, because we said it about Quinn in the first half, where he had a carry where he doubled his yardage from 50 to 100.
Yep.
Approximately the exact same thing just happened on that pass completion. 43 yards passing, and then with a 49-yarder, he's now at 102 yards passing for Jones.
It's actually a 34-yard completion.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah. Jet sweep, or actually shuttle pass to Madden Murray, trying to go to the left side of the field, the wide side of the field. Madden can run like the wind, but guess what? The Shamrocks are fast too, and that's a short gain. 3rd and 7 on that second down play, plus 3 yards. Boy, that looked like it was going to go for more than that, didn't it, Herman?
Definitely did.
So they're now at the Shamrock 44, and I'm trying to look what's the closest Attleboro's gotten today. They were at the 34-yard line on a 4th and 10, had an incomplete pass. So this is equal to Attleboro's deepest penetration of the day. What are you looking for?
Just that last play.
That was
A rush pass.
shuttle pass from Braden, from Jones to Murray.
Yeah. 3 yards.
Yep. Attleboro on the offensive line, Semedo, Gray, Forsett, Wild, and I believe Williams is in now. Jones heavily rushed, quick hitch pass, catch is made and immediately battered by 2 Shamrocks. Taken down after a short gain was Madden Murray. My apologies, Shamrocks fans. I know one of the tacklers was number 8, Goodwin. Didn't see who made the initial hit. That's a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd and 9.5. Excuse me, 4th and 9.5. Did I miss a down?
No.
I missed a down somewhere.
We must have both missed it somehow. 4th down? All right. -2 on that for Murray.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's right. So 3rd down. Okay, that's right. To Murray was -2. So now, okay. Well, who knew that the officials would be right? 4th and we'll call it 10 from the Feehan 46. Play action pass on 4th down. Heavily rushed. Oh, and he was going left, tried to go back to the right, and his feet got tangled with Sean Marr, his own player.
Yep.
Closest Shamrock there. Is that Mankins? If that's 70. So Mankins is going to get credit for that sack.
Yep. Again, most of the damage done by his own offensive lineman there, or his own player who he ran, H-back, who he ran into. He almost kept his balance there, but by the time he was almost up, there was already 2 white shirts right by him.
So 46.
Loss of...
And now they're at the Attleboro 44. So that's 4 and that's a 10-yard loss. So sorry, folks, behind the action here. Feehan starting with 10:09 on the clock. Clock is moving. 1st and 10 from the 44, a gain of just 1. We're going to take a wild guess and say Quinn had the carry.
Looks like it. Where are we at? For negative yardage, all right.
Oh, okay.
Says 2nd and 11, so -1 for Quinn there.
So they're at the Attleboro 45 now.
Is that true for Jones? Does he really have -25?
Yeah, well, sacks count as negative rushing yards in high school ball. 4-man front for the Bombardiers. Mortis back to pass. Looks over the middle. That's complete. 2nd catch of the day by Aiden Bednarik. The 5'9", 155-pounder from Mansfield. And what impresses you with Mortis is the quick feet, obviously, but the quick feet and the balance. Gee, I wonder why he's such a good shortstop, too.
Might come in handy.
3rd down and 2, so that was a 9-yard gain on that last play. And Mortis is going to planned run to the right as he runs right behind the center Lahif, the guard Salter, and the tackle Hickey. 1st down. So 44, so that must have been the 36. So he went from the 36.
Is that Quinn?
No, that was Mortis, the quarterback.
Oh, I see.
To the 32, 4-yard gain. That was a planned run.
So 40 yards rushing for Morris, the quarterback, currently.
For fans of the old I formation, back in my day, that was like an isolation right, only with the quarterback instead of the tailback. So from the 32, Quinn, toss right. Oh, Quinn burst through an Attleboro tackler. That's going to leave a mark. Wow, does he run hard. Broughton up. I just said Broughton. Broughton down.
Thinking Brockton?
Brought down after a gain of 9 yards by the defensive back on that side.
Taking hits on the field, taking hits up here in the booth.
That was number 3 on the tackle. Justin Galvin, the rover of strong safety. So it was 1st and 10.
So Quinn there on the carry, right?
Yep, plus 9. It's 2nd and 1 at the 23-yard line. Again, they run right as they're running right behind this offensive line late in the game. As we're inside 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Clock running. Another first down run for Quinn. What are Quinn's totals now?
Quinn's current do not have that current one. How many yards is that for?
That was 4 more yards.
4 more yards. So he's currently at 29 rushes for 173 yards.
And as we said earlier, but
which is, adequate, right?
Yeah, decent.
Decent.
Other than that, he hasn't done much. Outstanding job by the Shamrocks.
I think
today.
having a first opening drive with no passes speaks to how much they trust you to run the ball.
Coach Pinnabell and his staff trips to the left. 2 receivers deep. Underneath is Bednarik. Makes the catch, taken out of bounds by Bassett. What a beautifully conceived pattern. 2 receivers late. It looked like Bednarik, the inside slot, delayed and then went to the open flat.
Absolutely. And if I'm not mistaken, that's only the 5th pass attempt of the game. Or sorry, 7th pass attempt of 5th completion of the game for
Mortis.
For Mortis, yes.
And he went from the 19 to the 12, a 7-yard gain.
7-yard gain.
But again, it kills me that 3 receivers I highlighted don't have a catch, and 4 other players for the Shamrocks have stepped up. And
not to mention the rushing yards, yes.
Here's Quinn up the middle. That time they run behind the left side of the line, barreling into the end zone. The left tackle is Mankins, the guard, Basillo, the center, Lahif. One of the tight ends is Hertel, and that is a 13-yard touchdown run for Quinn. And the score with 6:57 to go, 30-0, Feehan. So a 13-yard touchdown run.
Oh, for Quinn, sorry.
Yep.
13-yard touchdown run.
PAT is good. 31-0, Bishop Feehan Shamrocks. You might get the idea that they're the better team today.
You might have the impression that they like to run. Again, even though we just gave it to you, that's the 30th rush for Quinn there for 186 yards and 3 touchdowns. And don't forget, he had 1 touchdown taken away in the first quarter on that first drive, which they settled for a field goal.
Actually, that was a Morris quarterback sneak.
Oh, true.
But close enough.
But they did have a rushing touchdown taken away.
Right. The question is, will Quinn be wearing 2 or 3 ice bags on the bus ride back to the Feehan campus?
I think maybe all the ones they have available.
He's taking some hard hits. The Shamrocks will kick off right to left with Aiden Neary, who's 4 for 4 on PATs, plus a field goal. And we have a new returner deep for the Bombardiers. It's in the 30s. Might be Riley back there. Want to say hello to Riker Sidor, who we talked before. Oh, what a blast on the kickoff out of the end zone. Deep for the Bombardiers was number 32, who's not on my program. You have to find out who that is.
Yeah, to find out. They didn't field it. They had no chance at a return there, well over his head through the back of the end zone.
Who's 32? I'm writing down. Attleboro head coach and offensive coordinator is Jim Winters. Defensive coordinator is Tommy Burns. And folks, if you remember how Tommy Burns played football, if you don't like Tommy Burns, you don't like football. Gene Rushlow, Derek Herber, Mike Whitefield, Daniel Starkey, Gene Fitzgerald, and others. We'll get to the Shamrock coaching staff in a second. Attleboro, again, the farthest they've penetrated is the 34-yard line of the Shamrocks on 2 occasions. Here they're starting at their own 20. And is that number 7 carrying the ball?
I believe so, yes.
That's Noel Castro, a 5'8", 165-pound senior. He gains 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
And Noel Castro is one of those kids, again, he's 5'8", 165. It's one of those kids, short, not small.
Lots of heart.
Yeah, and big thighs. They give it again to Castro. Jitterbugging in the backfield. And wow, is he planted by number 70, Kane Mankins. You know from your basketball days, Herman, they tell you when you're playing defense, watch the man's hips.
Yep. Classic example of that right there.
Yes, Castro was jitterbugging. Mankins was just watching his hips and ran right through him.
Ran right through him. Not fooled for a second there. believe that's -4 yards.
No,
right
no,
there.
no. It's no gain, actually. They
No
give
gain.
forward
Okay,
progress.
Yeah, forward progress. All right.
So it's 3rd down, 6 yards to go. Bombardiers, their own 24. Shotgun snap. Jones to the flat. Passes a little bit high. Incomplete to Kellen Jones. On the coverage was Nick Bryant. And
2 receivers in the area.
Yeah.
There almost seemed like as if maybe one of them ran the wrong route, or not sure.
Herman, it didn't almost seem like one of them ran the wrong route.
I'm being too polite. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Okay.
And by the way, not only does Joseph Momo Mills have a bunch of tackles today, that was at least the 4th or 5th time where he has knocked somebody down and helped him up. And my high school coach, Joe Winnie at Westboro High, used to say, knock him down, help him up, and knock him down again.
Right.
And that's what Joe Mills believes in.
What we call sportsmanship right there.
Yes, exactly. Attleboro in punt formation with McLean, 4th and 6th. Clock is running now because it's a 31-point lead in the 4th quarter. We're inside 3 minutes. Beautiful punt by McFarland. Almost outkicked the coverage. Fielding at his own 38. Marr into the tackle. Murray into the tackle. Pliska into the tackle. Come on, who's returning there? Oh, I am so sorry, Shamrock fans. I didn't see you return that ball. That was a beautiful punt. They gave him forward progress all the way to his own 45. So we're going to get out of here quickly for the crew, and we're running time now at 2.5 minutes.
I will say Bednarik here, number 11.
Yep.
In the second half, he has 3 receptions for 31 yards.
And a touchdown.
And a touchdown.
So Feehan in pistol formation now. 1 tight end. They toss to the right. We've got some new jerseys out there. New quarterback is number 16 for Feehan, Braden Nassani.
That's still Quinn on the carry, though, I believe. Yep.
Hold on, was that 23 or 27?
His jersey's bunched up. It's hard
Yeah.
to tell, so maybe it's 27.
That is a new running back.
New running back, 27. All right.
That is Andrew Orfanos, who starts. He's a junior, starts at free safety. Hitch pass to the left. Nice open field tackle by number 21, Riker Sidor, who we talked to before the game. And I love it when you get to see the seniors who've been with the program for 4 years, 5'8", 145, hustling every day in practice, getting a shot to get out in that varsity field. They get the shot and they make the play. Tackle for a loss by Riker Sidor. So, and that was, I believe that was Baltazar on the catch. He's one of the guys I had written in before.
Oh, there we go. I'm not going to trust you next game.
Yeah, right, exactly. 3rd and 12, 44 seconds to go. Drop snap. Trying to run to the left was Nassani. Tackle's going to go to number 90, but I want to see who made the first hit for the Bombardiers. Come on. The initial hit for the Bombardiers was made by number 69, Giordani Gachette, a senior. Tackle made by number 90, Zachariah Maurice, another senior. So good to see Coach Winters get some clean jerseys out there for varsity experience. King Philip is going to win this game. We're inside the last 10 seconds, 31-0. And Herman, they say that football, we always talk about the exciting quarterbacks and the wide receivers and the skill players, but the game of football is won or lost on the line of scrimmage. Tonight might have been evidence of that.
Might have been evidence of that. Like we were talking last game about my old sports writing professor in college saying you should never use cliches and avoid them, but in this case,
Yeah.
I might have to contact him actually. He probably should, hasn't heard from me in a while. I should contact him and say, I think I might have found the exception to those rules.
Yes, one, I haven't been fired yet. And
Right.
2, there are exceptions.
There are exceptions. Exactly.
What do you
But it is. At the line of scrimmage there, definitely controlled it. Set the tone early, especially with, as we mentioned, even though we were off the air, we had that 13-play first to drive I believe.
Yeah, it was actually a 15 play. Quinn had the ball on
13
13
rushes,
of the
yeah.
plays.
15 play drive, 13 rushes, and 54 yards and a touchdown. So they set the tone early on that line offensively.
Yep.
And as you said, one in the trenches.
Exactly right. The big guys up front, man, Mankins, Basillo, Lahif, Salter, Hickey, Murphy, and Moniz as well, doing the job for Bishop Feehan as they come away with a 31-0 victory. And Attleboro, their deepest penetration, twice they got to the 34-yard line of Feehan. Never got closer than that. Man.
Yep, Jones 7 for 16 for 80 yards passing, I believe.
Yep.
No touchdowns, obviously. We're 31-0 final here. Riley couldn't get anything going on the ground, only 6 rushing yards on 9 attempts. And then, of course, we have a spattering between Murray, Jones, and negative yards for Jones rushing.
The one thing that Feehan does have to clean up is the penalty situation.
Yes.
They had 3 major penalties, and overall they had
6 penalties for 55 yards.
Yep.
They did clean it up in the second half. If you notice, only 1 penalty for 10 yards in the second half, according to my sheet here. So 5 of those penalties in the first half.
So against Chelmsford, they relied on the here it is, the
Trophy presentation.
the Elms Trophy, Elks Club Trophy.
We welcome exalted ruler, April Dayton, and leading knight, Ken Fricka, who will be presenting this year's Elks Trophy for the winning team, Bishop Feehan. Congratulations to Coach Brian Pinabel and the Bishop Feehan Shamrocks.
Got it.
Whoops.
And congratulations to both teams on a well-played game.
And there it is. Leo Johnson, the Attleboro PA announcer, and boy, is he good at it. Our apologies for the technical problems early, and again, we didn't get to mention most of the coaching staff and all that stuff, which we do during our pregame and early in the broadcast. But thank you so much for sticking with us. I want to thank all of our sponsors. Herman Servatius, thank you. We'll be
Thanks for having me, as always, Paul.
we'll be on the campus of Bishop Feehan next Friday night as they host the Archbishop Williams Archies, where my loving partner, the lovely Carol McLaughlin of the Quincy McLaughlins, attended high school. Attleboro will be in Sharon, Massachusetts. Austin Ricketts is on camera. Emily Eby back in studio doing a great job on graphics. James Friedman helped us set up. Jin Jones was our engineer in charge who solved the audio issue. But you know what the most important part of the equation is, Herman?
The final score. No, what is the most
The
important?
folks who tuned in tonight.
No, not at all.
AACS 15 Sports, 1320 WARA, the AACS YouTube channel, and WARAradio.com. Anything else?
That's all I got for you today. 31-0 drubbing. We're ready to get out of here.
Thank you so much for joining us on AACS 15 Sports.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 30 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers, from oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto